It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans up against the Brooklyn Nets. So for Brooklyn, their last game, a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee. A crushing defeat in that one. Still with a sour taste in their mouths, they're looking to play much better. And while we have a second, Shaq, in a league filled with specialists, who are some of the best hybrid players in your mind?
LeBron. Kyrie.
Kyrie?
Yeah, Kyrie.
Kyrie Irving or Kyrie?
Or Kawhi Leonard?
Yeah, I meant Kawhi. Durant.
You mix it.
That's a hybrid of Kyrie Irving and Kawhi
and
Leonard.
Westbrook with the triple doubles.
Kyrie would be a heck of a player.
Yeah.
He would be.
He would be. He'd have
You
handles.
may be onto something.
You might be
Unintentionally, you may be onto something.
K-A-W-H-I is Kyrie.
Okay.
Kyrie.
I don't care what nobody says.
Irving.
All right. Kawhi Leonard. But some of the younger guys, they're hybrids. Ben Simmons, of course. And the ultimate hybrid of all hybrids,
Freak.
Giannis.
Ooh, Antetokounmpo.
No, it's not.
Boy, you are never going to get that name right.
Antetokounmpo.
Or just stop it. You just
Don't say it one time.
You just have to say freak.
Freak.
Thank you.
Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo.
We'll catch up with you all later. Like at the half.
From Brooklyn, New York, and the home of the Nets, we're broadcasting live from Barclays Center. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. And that's certainly what we have in store for us today. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. The Nets will look to their home court advantage, just one game here in Brooklyn. Well, they're certainly excited about this one, and they'll be laying it all on the line as the intensity is palpable. Two top caliber teams facing off on the hardwood to do battle.
And right now for Brooklyn, this isn't the spot that too many people thought they'd be in this far into the season. They've really turned some heads with their play.
Some people out there still thinking they're going to fade as the season goes on, but I'm on the other side of this argument. I think they get even better as we go down the stretch.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, you remember that Anthony Davis had a growth spurt in high school that took him from a 6'2 guard to a 6'10 big man. Now, he remembered telling his mother, I can't fit in my bed, I can't fit in my shoes, I can't fit in these jeans you brought me. And her saying, I just bought those 3 weeks ago. Kevin?
It's all paid off in the long run, though. Thanks, DA. Here at the midway point, what we begin to realize now, there were some underrated pickups in the offseason that are showing what they can do.
Yeah, these are the kind of moves where at the end of the year you start thinking about candidates for executive of the year because they've plugged some holes. They've had an acquisition that's made their bench deeper, and we start to see in an 82-game season that maybe in the 55th to 57th game, a pickup like that is helping them win ball games. This is where those guys earn their money, the general manager.
Not wholesale changes. Just one guy can change a team slightly, and that nuance pays off.
Oh, anything subtle like that, that's where really you tip your hat to the general managers who understood that at some point during the year, we're going to lean on this player.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. We've got Davis. Holiday out there with Dion Waiters. Then there's Nikola Mirotic, and it's Adebayo in at the 5.
You know, not the most explosive leaper, but D'Angelo climbs the ladder on that one.
And Waiters kicks to Davis. And Holiday has it in the corner. Lock at 6. And he's good on the 3 ball. Holiday's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. LeVert the pass to Allen. To the right side. Here's LeVert. He's guarded by Waiters. Here's Holiday. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, a dedicated sprint to the hoop from Holiday there. He earns the trip to the line.
Well, Greg, Anthony Davis with so much talent, it's easy to take Drew Holiday for granted.
I mean, I think Holiday is the catalyst in terms of this team's ability to create and really put pressure on an offense. It has improved his scoring and become a very efficient option at that guard spot. Has always been selective with his shots, but now is pressing a bit more to get involved, and more aggression from him, I think, has helped his production.
He misses the free throw.
He's only listed at 6'4", but Holiday plays bigger than that. That's the case on D more than anywhere else. He can guard 3 positions, and there's a lot of value in that.
No good on the second free throw. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. It's a 3-point game. Back to Carroll. Inside. Fareed finds Allen from deep. And Russell gets it to go on the assist by Allen. Russell's got his second bucket tonight.
And great play call. Just so often an initiator, Russell can also catch and fire.
Russell against Holiday. Davis in the corner. Waiters outside. Holiday looking for an opening. Over Fareed. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Holiday's got 5 points so far.
Well, when Drew Holiday gets involved in the pick and roll sets like that one there, it's very difficult to guard him. He uses his speed and quickness and change of direction and knocks down the shot.
Russell kicks to Carroll. Unable to get that one. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Raiders on the wing, the 17-footer, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Russell with it. 14 points from him the last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And you could tell the defense was really nervous dribbling or passing the ball anywhere near him in that one. He took advantage of their indecisiveness continually throughout the night, racking up 3 steals.
Now here is Holiday. He's coming off a 10-point game against Minnesota. Waiters gets a wide open look and a miss there on the triple.
Well, due for a miss after 4 of 5 to begin this one.
To the inside, out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at the Bucks, and not a surprise really to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And of course, the Brooklyn Nets. Right now, they're 5 spots below them.
And right now for Brooklyn, they weren't really being talked about as contenders coming into the season, but they have entered that conversation.
They're in the thick of it, and I think they got an attitude that's well suited for the pressure and intensity of playoff basketball. So when the postseason arrives, look out for this team.
And the Nets making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in. And so it's New Orleans with it. Adebayo passes to Waiters. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Boy, he can really change directions off the dribble. Waiters knows exactly how to carve out some room.
Fareed looking for an opening. Shot clock at 6. Carroll, no one around him. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Waiters outside. Outside Mirotic. Pass to Adebayo. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Waiters no luck.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time.
to the paint, and Brooklyn turns it over again. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, and some of that loss was due to a lack of hustle, especially on the defensive end.
And there are games where an opponent gets aggressive. You got to raise your level of play. They failed to do that in this one.
And Holiday kicks to Adebayo. Trying his luck deep. And Holiday is good for 3. Holiday's got 8 points.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's a good time to talk things over. Try to stop what's been a brutal run.
Yeah, he's got to use every device at his disposal at this point, and I think he wants to give other guys a breather right now.
Here's Dinwiddie. His last outing, he had 8 points. He dishes it to Carroll. They get a hand on it, and that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carroll.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. He's getting around 28 points per, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
I feel like those rebounds are wearing down and eroding the opponent. His effort right now, physically and mentally, has been good. Wonderful defense, staying active around the rim and then really putting the shooter in a tough spot.
Now here's Carroll. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
Yeah, this is where you might elect to pass out of the slump rather than shoot out of it.
The shot's good.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
And if you check out the strategy, you can see already the plays that they're calling. Feels like they found a weakness or two in the defense.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Waiters finds Holiday. Back to Waiters. Outside, Davis. To the middle. Second chance shot. The shot by Holiday, no good. Nets trail by 11. To the inside. LeVert the pass to Dinwiddie. Knocked loose, so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Allen. Some impressive play from him over the last month. 7th in blocks, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. Now here's Carroll. He's still scoreless so far in this one. To stop the drought.
And how about the interior defense here early on? They have really shut down the middle.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. With this break, a look at our 2K leaderboard and the top passing centers and power forwards over the course of the past 10 games. 4th, Anthony Davis.
It takes a tremendous feel for the game to be able to make the passes these big guys are capable of making out of the low post.
Well, an offense that's unpredictable can be tough to guard. The ball doesn't go into the low post and never come out. It keeps moving thanks to their passing ability and playing unselfish basketball.
Timeout called the Nets. For a long time, the answer always seemed to be LeBron James. But it seems fair to ask now, who is the best single player in the NBA, in your opinion?
LeBron James.
Me too.
Didn't you just say his name?
I thought
it was
I
on
did.
my frontal
I was
lobe
thinking
here.
it, and I guess it came out.
We have so many great superstars, but you know, after last year, his 15th season, LeBron James performing the way that he did, carrying his team back to the finals, there's just no doubt amongst peers, and we get a chance to watch him, Kevin. LeBron James is still the man in the NBA.
Ditto. Okafor is checked in for Anthony Davis.
One shot, gentlemen.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They're leading by 8.
That's his first personal foul.
And stolen by Crabb.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Just 5 to shoot. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Here's Crabb, and too long on the shot. Pelicans leading by 8. Payton outside. The pass to Holiday. Kicks to Okafor. And he uses the glass on the layup. Okafor's got his first 2 points of the night.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
And already the lead is significant. Excellent play on both ends.
Here's Allen. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Allen's got 5.
Yeah, got to feel good about the way you started this one, guys, as he is making almost everything out there and giving his team a good, solid boost.
Now, here is Hill. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Payton kicks to Randall. Back to Payton. Takes a 3. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And stolen by Payton. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, that's pretty aggressive by Elfrid Payton. To draw a foul inside the paint, the D looks flustered.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw, no good.
Well, we've seen indications of Payton and his all-around game, but we just would want to see the evolution of the shot come along, just more consistent from the outside. That's the next step.
Kenneth Fareed's checked in for Allen. And he sinks the second. Here's Dinwiddie. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Passes it to Fareed. Dinwiddie kicks to Crabb. Just 5 to shoot. That one, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And that was a game where you just sensed that they would get it going and somehow be able to come out with the victory, but just not in the cards on that night.
No, in the end, not even close to being in the cards. Maybe there was some hope for them early on, but by the fourth quarter, people filed out.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And again, it's the Nets missing. New Orleans leading by 9. Holiday with the 3. That shot off. And here is Crabb, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Wants to get it to Fareed and does. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Fareed, left side. Over Okafor. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Just like to see the defensive effort get better for their ball club. They can't expect guys to miss the mid-range Jays every time.
Yep, it counts. Hill's got his first bucket in this one.
Hill burrowing inside, and because of his size, he's able to do that, get around the rim and finish.
Dinwiddie kicks to Crabb. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Dinwiddie. Drills it from outside.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 8-point game.
And that was an ugly loss for them last time playing these guys. And really, the rebounding differential was the key.
Yeah, it was very poor, their performance on the glass. And it wasn't the only reason they got blown out as badly as they did, but it was the biggest reason.
Napier kicks to Crabbe. Poked away. Shoots. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field.
Well, still feeling his way around the pick and roll. Crabbe makes a decisive move that time.
Payton dishes to Holiday. Randall down low. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Here's Dinwiddie, guarded by Holiday. With some arc. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 5 now.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
New Orleans leading by 8. Outside Holiday. Off target on the 15-footer. Drew Holiday has been on display for New Orleans. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this. Coming to the Brooklyn Nets in 2017, Allen Crabbe saw the opportunity.
Being a net for me, man, is just great. You know, it's good for my future. It's good for my career. I think they did whatever they had to do in order to get me. So why wouldn't you want to play for an organization like that, man?
Clearly, this team values Crabbe, and Greg, what he gives them.
And no question, Crabbe is a floor spacer who also defends at a high level, a versatile player.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, they're taking care of the ball. They're attacking on defense, and this has them out to a big lead after 1.
Russell is out there with Shabazz Napier. Then it's Allen Crabbe. Then there's Kenneth Faried. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the power forward. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Crabbe. In the corner, Hollis Jefferson hands it from downtown.
Allen Crabbe showing another part of his game, not just a three-point shooter spotting up, but a distributor on that play.
And you have to love the way Hollis Jefferson plays on the defensive end. So active with his length and can disrupt an offense single-handedly. The team is visibly better on defense with Hollis Jefferson on the floor.
You cannot give players that kind of positioning, and the defense also late in trying to alter that shot.
And there's the foul. Will go on Shabazz Napier. That is his first foul of the game. Damari Carroll's checked in for the Nets. New Orleans also making some changes. Anthony Davis comes in for Okafor, and Dion Waiters subbed in for Hill. Miller kicks to Davis. Miller against Russell. New Orleans moving it around. 4 on the clock. Waiters for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Waiters got 7 points. And with Hollis Jefferson in his defense, he's not only strong, but he's versatile with whom he can guard.
Yeah, I mean, RHJ has great length, and at 6'7", he can guard almost every position on the floor. Strong on the glass, even though he's often undersized in his matchup. RHJ is anything but an average player. I really love how effective he's become on both ends.
And here's Napier after Dion Waiters getting his 3 to go. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. For Brooklyn, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
LeVert's checked in for Brooklyn.
One shot.
With today's superstars often joining forces, Brent, we hear some retired legends saying they wanted to beat their rivals, not join their rivals. What do you think?
I saw a lot of joining going on from some of the guys who make those comments, Kevin. So that sort of stuff just eludes me as to where it's coming from. This league has always been dominated by teams that have at least two, if not three, upper echelon
superstar
players that end up winning titles. So it's happening now. It happened then. It will continue to happen.
Russell, no good. And so Payton will bring it up for New Orleans. Waiters surveying the D. Randall outside. Miller kicks to Waiters. Beyond the arc. And another three for New Orleans.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
Over to the left wing. Russell finds for Reed. Back to Russell. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Payton the bounce pass. Here's Randall. Sweet little floater. Randall's got his second bucket.
Well, you risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
Al Napier. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Ball movement was critical in this game. It did not stick with any one player, so his passing was on point, and he really picked apart the defense.
Allen's checked in for Fareed, and the Pelicans also making a change. Adebayo's checked in. Here's Russell, and he drops it in from the low post. Russell's got 9.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Davis, the pass to Payton. Knocked away. Davis dishes to Payton. Floats one. That shot off the mark. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Russell, and it's Brooklyn scoring again. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Down low. Here's Payton. Tries again. And the layup is up and in. 5 points in the game.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Russell kicks to Allen. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Dion Waiters.
And for D'Angelo Russell, the former number 2 pick, it's all about developing himself as a player and a leader. Has focused more on the team and less on himself of late, and knows what is expected of him and has to earn every second of floor time.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Russell. And last season, Russell had to fight for minutes upon returning from injury.
Yeah, and battles like that help mature a player and really keep them focused. Those are areas where Russell had struggled in the past. I think he and his coach both know it's not easy, but it has already started in making Russell the best player he can be.
New Orleans gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Davis finds Payton. Outside Mirotic. Here's Davis. Bank shot, no good. Brooklyn trailing. Napier passes to Carroll. Napier with it. He has 5. Outside Russell. Clock at 6. Down low. Allen dishes to Napier. And he hits it to tie the game up. Napier's got 7 points for the quarter.
You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
Now here is Davis. 20 points for him last game against Minnesota.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds, guys. Can't forget about the fundamentals.
Here's Mirotic from the stripe. Carroll with the rebound.
I'm not sure if family and friends are here in the stands tonight, but we wanted to show that one off. Fading away on the shot was absolutely not necessary.
Pass to LeVert. Back to Napier. Over Payton. And it's Napier missing. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Somehow, some way, he couldn't get that one to fall from in between. Got to take advantage of the weak defense when you can.
To the middle. Russell, no good. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Inside. Carroll against Davis. He kicks to Waiters. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Napier up top, covered by Payton. Napier finds Allen. Here's LeVert. Softly drops in the floater. And the Nets lead by 2.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Here's Adebayo, defended by Allen. Adebayo with the bucket. Adebayo's got his second basket of the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Napier kicks to Russell. To the paint. Allen left side. Now the pass to Napier. Doesn't go for him. Davis with some nice D. New Orleans has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Outside Mirotic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Hard to know what Mirotic sometimes is going to do to you offensively, which is how he gets the call.
Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line for 2.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
I think Mirotic coming over from Europe has never lacked confidence that he could compete with the best in the world. He's had some good runs here in the early part of his NBA career, and he feels like he can knock things down from anywhere.
Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Holiday comes in for Elfrid Payton. And so Mirotic nails both of them.
Looking comfortable there from the line. Knows he needs to come through for his team at the charity stripe.
Now, here is Russell. 13 points in the game. Crabbe from long range. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Crabbe's got his second basket of the night.
Well, he is deadly in catch and shoot. Defensively, you have to try and make Crabbe put the ball on the deck.
Here's Mirotic. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. There's Russell with the 3. Takes the 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
I think what I'd like to see from him in this quarter is getting going from the perimeter. Hit a 3 in the first, nothing in the second.
Now here is Mirotic. A second chance effort, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against Brooklyn.
Yeah, more of this from Mirotic would be a good thing for this ball club when he's aggressive inside. he's capable of drawing contact and finding some freebies.
First free throw is good.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Good on both. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They trail by 1. Kicks it to Russell. Allen passes to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded by Waiters. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Offline with his 3.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Well, it's like the defense has a bunch of matchbooks in their hands right now, playing with fire. They were fortunate that somehow he misfired on that one.
Shoots the 3. And it's Russell with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. He feeds it to Allen. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Allen's got 7 points in the game. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And it's Okafor missing. The Nets with the lead. To the middle. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Brooklyn shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Some changes for New Orleans. Julius Randle's checked in for Davis, and it's Solomon Hill in for Mirotic.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Crabbe.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Pelicans trail by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Saturday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Monday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Memphis Grizzlies.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Fareed is checked in. Both free throws good from Holiday. 1:14 left in the first half of basketball. Over to the wing. Crabbe finds Allen. Elbow shot. They get it back. The shot's good from Fareed.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Now here's Randle. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. And Waiters has it in the corner. The 15-footer, good. Waiters got 12.
Now you could just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
Allen against Okafor. The Nets shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Jefferson. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. The Pelicans making a switch here. Miller's checked in. Good on the second free throw. And so he'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Ball's knocked loose. Outside Holiday. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 14.
Well, nice work from Drew Holiday to get close, but it was his length that allowed him to get that shot over the D.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And the Nets lead by 3. D'Angelo Russell getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in warm-up. So we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. The first quarter was a difficult one for Brooklyn. They tried to get their legs under them and establish at least a little momentum, and at their lowest point in the period, they were facing an 11-point deficit. The offense for them kicked into high gear in the second quarter, shooting a very nice 56% from the field. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, so far they won the battle of assists. They played more patiently and very unselfish in the first half. Good shot selection and nice flow of offense.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Well, those second chance points are huge, and they only came because of their effort. Their work on the offensive glass is what's keeping them in the game. They definitely should try to continue to stay tough on the glass. It's been key so far.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
Welcome back as we get a beautiful aerial view of the Williamsburg Bridge connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. An exceptional performance from Drew Holiday.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, he has been dominant as we expected coming into this one. Skilled and relentless.
Brooklyn leading by 3. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for New Orleans right now, Mirotic out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Dion Waiters. And it's Adebayo in at the 5 spot. Allen kicks to Carroll. Passes it to Russell. Here's LeVert. He's guarded by Waiters. Shot clock at 3. Stolen by Waiters. Pass to Mirotic. For the tie. Rebounded by the Nets. Allen's got 7 rebounds in the game. Inside, Carroll. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Holiday against Russell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Kenneth Faried.
Smart for Holiday to get that shot off even after the hack from the defense.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Holiday. Both free throws good from Holiday. Here's LeVert. Here in this 3rd quarter, just over a minute play. To the inside. The Nets working the ball around now. It's Carroll on the wing. Clock is at 3. Pass to Faried over Davis. Misses off the right iron. The Pelicans trail. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Here's Adebayo. Defended by Allen. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Adebayo's got 6. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Here's LeVert. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game.
And you got to love the aggressive attitude by Faried there, knowing that no one could guard him down low.
Here's Waiters. Following the basket by Kenneth Faried. Waiters outside. Adebayo kicks to Mirotic. Hits it from 3-point range. He has 7.
Well, Mirotic at his size being able to stretch out and shoot the 3 becomes a huge floor spacer for this offense.
LeVert the pass to Russell. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And they've only connected on 1 of 4 to start the half. Their offense is sputtering just a little bit here.
New Orleans in the lead. And here is Waiters. He's got 12. Right side, Mirotic. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Baseline jumper. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Monster night, and what's scary, Russell's built for many more of these.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. Floats it up for Davis and finished off by Davis.
Great work by the team there to find AD. They make eye contact, and the rest of that is history.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now, here is Russell. He's got 15. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Faried. And how is the West shaping up, guys? Well, let's take a moment here to check it out now that the mid-season grind is well underway. We'll take a look at the Warriors. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And checking out New Orleans, 10 games behind.
And I think for New Orleans, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Well, the goal is very defined. They have to have a strong finish to the season and make sure they get home court advantage for at least the first few rounds of the playoffs.
There's the feed to Waiters. The putback, it's good on the putback. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him. Game is so wide open now, Brent. Such a great pace. Does that put more strain on bigger players, physically?
I think it's putting strain on everybody. I think last year we saw...
regardless of size.
Yeah, injuries to every position, the key guys at every position. I think that some of the physical motions that players have to perform in games because they're covering more ground and in susceptible positions, it's happening to everybody. The issue with the big guys, Kevin, is they're not playing. Less of them are getting more important time on the floor, so it's a strain on everybody.
The Nets have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Carroll. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Payton. He has 5. Outside Holiday. Now Payton. The pass to Adebayo. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, shot clock reset for New Orleans.
Yeah, to look at the frame of AD when he came into the league as opposed to it is now, he's so much more tough and more physical and doesn't mind the contact.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. And Anthony Davis, a great defender by most measurements, but you know, Brent, some feel his defensive development has plateaued the last few years.
He still gets a lot of blocks, over 2 a game for his entire career thus far, and he doesn't have the same impact that he once did, but you know, guys are shooting a lot more three-point shots, Kevin, so if you could find a way for AD to get from the lane out to a Steph Curry 28-footer, Alvin Gentry's listening.
It's the Nets now, following the score by New Orleans. It's taken away by Payton. By himself, and Payton throws it down.
Yeah, I got to be careful around Elfrid Payton with that kind of length out there. Does a great job that time ripping the ball away.
To the left wing. It's Allen on the wing. He's got 7, and there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
So for the Nets, Hollis Jefferson's checked in for LeVert, and Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. The Pelicans also changing it up. Randall's checked in for Bam Adebayo, and Miller's subbed in for Mirotic. Now here's Carroll. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
And hard work has always been Carroll's calling card. He put the time in to develop that shot.
Here's Holiday on the wing. Miller. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Miller's got the lead up to 11 now for the Pelicans.
Oh, a little punch, counter punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Here's Dinwiddie, guarded by Holiday. Here's Allen. That's tipped. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Payton outside. He kicks it to Miller. lays it up off the glass. Miller's got 5 points so far.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
Napier finds Carroll. Back to Napier. Carroll against Davis. Tries yet again. The shot by Carroll no good. Pelicans leading by 13. Miller surveying the floor. Down low. And there's Randall on the assist by Miller. He's got 6.
And they've just been so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Well, the crowd got in here tonight and sat down, and that's where they stayed all night long, extremely poised, which has led to a monster lead.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
And let's take a moment to look at some stats for Julius Randle. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
Davis, the pass to Miller. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 3 assists tonight.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
Timeout called the Nets. And we've all heard the rumors that have been floating around the last few seasons. A lot of speculation if Davis could get traded or Greg leave in free agency.
I mean, Davis moving would be one of the rare situations where it literally could shake up the entire league. You hear a lot of different teams express their interest in him, but credit to Davis. He really has remained committed to New Orleans and has said everything you'd want to hear from a fan's perspective.
For Brooklyn, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
2 shots.
Two.
And the first one at the line is good. Good on both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. With a break in the action, time for a rundown now of the most accurate shooters at small forward over the last 10 games. And you look at Hollis Jefferson, so solid around the basket, currently 3rd in the league.
And that is such an efficient group offensively. That really is the best way to describe them. I mean, they never force anything and always wait for the right shot.
And when they get to those sweet spots, you can just count it. Each one of them is capable of having that kind of night where it looks like the bucket is about 5 feet wide for them.
And both free throws good for Payton.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Grab with the ball. He's got 8. Kicks it to Dinwiddie. Nets passing it around. Now here's Napier. And Okafor with the block.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Nets trail by 18. There's Crabbe with the 3. And again, it's the Nets missing. New Orleans has gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Hill deciding where to go with it. Feeds it to Okafor. The kick out to Hill. Buries the long-range jumper. Hill's got 5.
Hill taking no time to get that shot off. Once it hit his hands, it was off.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's defended by Randall. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
The Nets have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Dinwiddie at the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. New Orleans leading by 19. And here is Payton. He's got 9. Okafor up top. Napier covering. Offensive rebound. Randall with the bucket.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Dinwiddie kicks to Crabbe. 1:52 left in the third. To the paint, Hollis Jefferson. Second chance shot, and the layup is good. Hollis Jefferson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Tremendous effort. He will not be denied on the offensive glass.
Randall finds Payton. Now Okafor. Napier covering. Okafor gets the bucket.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. 8 points for him. Napier feeling it out a bit. 6 on the shot clock. And the call will be against Julius Randle. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Shabazz Napier. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Napier. The Nets making a switch here. Fareed is checked in. And both free throws good for Napier. Here's Payton. 9 points in the game so far. Knocks it loose. Here's Randall. Okafor trying to get open. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got 10 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Elfrid Payton with the foul. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
2 shots.
2.
Free throw drops for Napier. And both free throws good for Napier. 50 seconds left to play here in the third. Payton passes to Hill. Shot clock at 5. They get a hand on it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Russell, he's checked in for the Nets. Waiters, he's checked in for New Orleans. .29 seconds left to play in the third. And again, no good by New Orleans.
He has got a lot of confidence in his game. You have to if you think you can knock one down from there.
Yeah, and let's not get on him too much, but that shot is also a little irresponsible.
Now, here is Russell. He's got 15, 6 to shoot. Pass to Dinwiddie. Three-pointer. That shot, no good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. New Orleans on top, up 19. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Alan Crabb. Then there's Kenneth Fareed. Then it's Russell. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Waiters into the lane. Pass to Hill. Payton outside. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Fareed. Inside. Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
You know, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
Now here's Payton. Pass to Randall. Over Crabb. Randall no good. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. 19-point game. And stolen by Payton. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And it's Randall, top of the key. Back to Payton. There's the three. And the Pelicans miss again. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Here's Dinwiddie. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
LeVert's checked in for Alan Crabb. And then for New Orleans, Bam Adebayo's checked in for Okafor. Mirotic comes in for Hill. And it's Drew Holiday in for Elfrid Payton. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Waiters outside. Right side, Mirotic. Knocks down the three ball. And the Pelicans lead by 19.
Now Mirotic at ease, pulling up right away after receiving a pass.
Dinwiddie kicks to Russell. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
This guy is looking for some life preservers. He needs more help. He's playing well, but his teammates have to pick up the slack here.
Holiday finds Randall. Over Russell. Randall no good. Nets trail by 17. There's the pass to LeVert. Russell against Holiday. To the wing on the left. Fareed the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Damari Carroll's checked in for Dinwiddie.
Shooting one.
That free throw good from Hollis Jefferson. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And waiters, here we go. Here's Adebayo. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Well, an effective combo guard who can pass the ball. Dion Waiters, we'd like to see a little bit more of that from him.
Bounce pass, Russell. Hollis Jefferson passes to LeVert. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his third personal foul. Shooting for Brooklyn, Karis LeVert at the line for 2.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
He misses the free throw. Davis is checked in for Randall. And he sinks the second. New Orleans leading by 15. Passes it to Adebayo. Back to Holiday. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Mirotic.
And still looking for his shot. Somehow they're winning. They'd like to get him going.
Carroll for 3. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Dishes it to Mirotic. Davis, the pass to Holiday. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And Drew Holiday is really looking to score the ball out there. He is aggressive and knocking down a lot of his opportunities.
Now here's Carroll. To the middle. Pass to LeVert. Takes the 3. Drops in the tray. LeVert's got 4 points this quarter.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Double team on Holiday. He kicks it to Waiters. Mirotic has a wide open look. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Holiday against Russell. Here's LeVert. He can't get that one. Excellent D there from Mirotic. Holiday against Russell. Holiday left side. And the shot goes in. Holiday's got 20 points.
He's having a night right now. Credit to the shooting touch, helping his team with the lead.
Fareed outside. Deep 2 from Russell. And it's good off the back rim and in.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now here is Holiday. Davis looking for an opening. Can he keep it going? That one misses. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Kicks to Russell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And just loving the attack mode here for Russell. Off the drive there, he draws the foul.
Shooting for Brooklyn, D'Angelo Russell. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, not many guys entering the league impact their teams this fast. Russell is an exception.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Allen's checked in. And so Russell hits them both. New Orleans leading by 12. And Waiters kicks to Holiday. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Well, instead of flailing for a foul, Drew Holiday does not expect the call, maintains his focus, and gets that shot to go.
Now, here is Russell. Pass to Carroll. Down low. Fareed the pass to LeVert. Shot clock at 6. It's Russell with the drive. Allen dishes to Carroll. Over Mirotic. That one wide left. New Orleans has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. It's Davis on the wing. And Waiters kicks to Holiday. They get the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 16. Davis against Carroll. Over in the corner, Allen. Outside, Russell. The Nets working the ball around now. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
It's the Nets now. It's a 16-point game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Russell kicks to Carroll. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one.
And just showing great vision there. Russell surveys the floor and whips it to the open man.
Now here's Waiters. Davis in the corner. Outside Mirotic. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Dinwiddie's checked in for Brooklyn.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
Now Fareed. And the pass to Carroll. Taken away by Holiday. Waiters outside. A rebound by the Nets. Allen's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's LeVert. Allen outside. To the inside. It's Carroll on the wing. Shoots over Mirotic. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now here is Holiday. The fadeaway scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, AD has the green light. Trust me, in this offensive system, he can shoot the ball whenever he wants.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Drew Holiday.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game, and that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field, and that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
After 2 straight losses, they switched it up a bit tonight, giving him a much bigger role, and it's worked out even better than they could have hoped for. Here's LeVert. From down in the low post, it goes. New Orleans leading by 16. Holiday with it. Knocked loose, out of bounds. Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. Here's Holiday. Jacks up a 3. And there's Mirotic on the assist by Holiday. That's now 22 points for Nikola Mirotic. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. LeVert the pass to Fareed. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
Shooting 1.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the final quarter. Passes to LeVert. 4 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. Knocked loose. New Orleans leading by 18. Now here is Holiday. Double team on Holiday, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for New Orleans.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Nikola Mirotic.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Here's Payton after the basket by Brooklyn. And there's the foul. It'll go on Shabazz Napier. That'll be his second foul of the game. This is the second year with the sponsored patches on the jersey, advertising more or less. Have you gotten used to seeing those things?
Yeah, I think it was no problem last year.
They're small, they're unintrusive,
some
right?
teams did some really cool creative things with the color schemes, and I don't think we've seen the last of that, Kevin.
You see it in European games on their jerseys.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to recognize the number with how many advertisements are on the jerseys.
But billboard.
Yeah, I don't think we're done with it yet.
Fareed outside. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hollis Jefferson finds Napier. They get a hand on it. Here's Hollis Jefferson, covered by Payton. Crab from long range. Sinks the triple.
And finally hitting their stride. This is the run they needed earlier.
Well, easier to do once the game is on ice, as your opponent sometimes has a tendency to relax.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to Adebayo. From past the arc. Payton can't get it to go. To the middle. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Anthony, an impressive win, and it seemed like a collective effort out there tonight.
Guys come in and stepped up and played tremendously, so I just go out there and play, with all my energy and everything I had in me and leave it out on the floor, and I'm glad we got the win.
Hey, Anthony, thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you, man.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.